gonna kill me.
Oh yeah, that shit's gonna be brutal. Don't worry, I'll take care of the body.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Hey, what's up with Vincent over there?
Just leave him alone. Don't get messed up and all that.
Oh, hey, there's something I wanted to tell you. Check this out. Yesterday, I finally became a man. Got rid of my V-card. Boom!
Wait, back up. With who?
Take a wild guess. It shouldn't be too hard.
Erica?
Yep, bingo. Sorry I got to her first, man.
Seriously?
Yeah, but there was something weird about it. You know, I can't really explain it. It's probably just because it was my first time. Maybe, you know, just my imagination, but...
So what happened to Johnny? You come here by yourself?
Yeah, he's not coming today. He, looked pretty bad earlier.
I see.
Kinda weird everyone's tired all the time, huh?
Vincent's infected us, damn it. I'm getting a headache. Come on, Toby. Let's head out.
Yeah, okay.
So you see, I mean, there's nothing wrong with you.
So then there's someone else, isn't there?
Yeah. I've been meaning to tell you all this time, but I couldn't. I had a lot of things on my mind, and then you came along. I guess I was just trying to escape reality. Look, I'm sorry.
Okay, so what?
What?
It's fine. I already knew you liked someone else. As long as I'm your number one, you can have your fun.
Well, you might not mind, but I do.
Why?
Why? What do you mean, why? I'm trying to be the good guy here. I want to stay faithful.
Do you have a kid or something?
Actually, yeah, but that's with someone else.
What? Wait, who is this about?
Well...
Wow, I see. Fine, let's break up.
Are you sure? I'm glad you understand.
Well, I'm off. Bye. So that's who caused all this. I'm counting on you to handle it.
Of course.
So, ladies and gentlemen, after all that being said and done,
Catherine?
it's back to the stray sheep.
Vincent? Hey, there's something I want to talk to you about.
I actually have something to tell you, too.
It's bad news, isn't it?
Yeah.
That being the case, let's discuss in person tomorrow.
All right, I'll see you then.
I'll come to your apartment in the morning. Oh, but I should at least tell you this. I'm not pregnant.
Huh?
Good night.
And on top of everything that's been going on, to our intrepid protagonist, Vincent Brooks, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Catherine Full Body. My name is Allison Cruz, and this is where I feel like I've been saying this a lot lately. The game is going to deviate heavily from here on out. We are now fully committed to Rin, and things are going to get kind of weird and a little graphic. But first, congratulations from the Midnight Venus on completing Stage 7. The Spiral Corridor has been completed. If you guys are willing and able, feel free to send in a video response of you beating the hell out of my score, because I'm sure it's probably quite easy to do, but in case you just want a little bit of a challenge, then there you go. I set the bar, it's your turn to raise it. And on top of that, we've got details from Catherine that we're gonna learn more about on our walk tomorrow, which doesn't bode well. Now, I've been trying to figure out and map out how I plan on showing every single ending, and so while we're still a little bit far off from the game's climax, there's going to be just a ton of cutscenes from here on out, and I'm going to try my best to make them make as much sense as possible. And so we're going to stay relatively okay with Catherine for now. She's got a good ending, and I like her stuff, but we should be thanking her, I guess. I should be thanking you. Thanks. No, I feel bad. We just gotta go in with Rin. Yeah. And speaking of which, she's gonna be a point of contention here soon. And I know I've been referring to Rin as a she, and we'll get into the semantics on gender identity and what people identify as, but for all intents and purposes, Rin's still a her for now. Anyways, this is going to be the emptiest that the Stray Sheep is going to be. This is basically just the least amount of time we're going to spend here. And interestingly enough, Lindsay and Martha are the only ones here for now.
Would you like to speak to Lindsay? Would you like to speak to Martha?
Oh, absolutely.
I'll tell you a wonderful story. Over 70,000 people die of unknown causes every year in this country. Only 5% of those deaths become clear after an autopsy.
Huh? Okay.
These current deaths are part of the remaining 95%. There are probably more men who are dying in that way than we are being told. I'm excited for tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Ooh.
You got a mail.
So tomorrow is the final nightmare. We've yet to actually reach the cathedral. We just reached the top of the spiral staircase, but we have the experience enigma. This is going through the stages of the nightmares proving to be unsatisfying. We can earn prizes by finishing stages with the high score. Gold is the best, and thank you for telling us this on the third to last night of the game. I appreciate it. All right, and I think upon completing this conversation, we're gonna go into the second half of the night. So let's do it.
Mr. Morgan blamed himself. Mr. Todd blamed himself. Mr. Archie blamed himself. Mr. Daniel blamed himself. Miss Anna blamed herself. Mr. Justin blamed himself. But is there any human without sin?
I can tell you for sure that there is not a film without sin, but we've already reached 9:30, and at this point...
I wonder how Rin's doing. Not that I really expect an answer.
Hello?
What? Hey, I didn't think you'd pick up. Rin, I'm so sorry. I didn't understand you, and because of that, I hurt you. I don't expect forgiveness, but I want to tell you something. Just wait a little longer so I...
Vincent,
Yes?
be careful of the nightmare.
Huh? Rin?
It's time for us to say goodbye. Good night. See you tomorrow.
I guess we will. Good evening, ladies. All right. Yeah, so no one else in here. I'm not even gonna bother with the jukebox. I wonder what old boss has got to say.
Are you the type of person who chooses the more difficult path? A masochist by any chance?
I don't think so.
The pain of parting is nothing to the joy of meeting again. To borrow a line from a certain someone, I hope you find joy and overcome your pain.
I hope so too. Oh, it's late. I don't feel well. I guess I should go home.
Do you think it'll all work out? Well, the true test is after this, isn't it?
Did I just hear something?
Yeah, lots of weird shit going on tonight. What with Catherine having acknowledged boss here, amongst other things, and just the glaring lack of people in here. I don't know, man. It's weird. Hopefully they're not on the TV.
Continuing our coverage of the mysterious weakening deaths. Anthony Jackson, age 29, has been found dead today. Steve Delhomme, age 42.
Steve, the sheep in my dreams. The voice on the phone. I think.
That concludes our coverage for now. Now on to the local weather report. We're in for some rain starting tomorrow afternoon. Make sure you've got your umbrella. After the commercial break, we'll...
Interestingly enough, I think the cutscene actually does reflect the rain tomorrow, which is weird, but it might not be here on the Rin's path. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm kind of going into this moderately blind. I did a practice file on the 360 before this came out, and I've just been kind of going in hard and rough since I played that game so much as a youth. And for the most part, not a lot of changes aside from the inclusion of Rin, but this is where we're gonna get into kind of unknown territory. Speaking of which...
You know Feather, the wrestleette? She's on a losing streak because of the injury she took in a previous match.
Really? I didn't think you followed that sport.
I don't really. But you haven't been making any bets recently.
That's because the only thing other people are betting on is women's wrestling. I don't really enjoy seeing women beating on each other like that.
Oh, is that why? So I was worried about you for nothing.
Well, it's not like I have any money either.
Huh, that's interesting, because in the True Justice ending that I'd like to consider canonical for this kind of game, Vincent actually has quite an affinity for some gorgeous ladies of wrestling, so I don't know where this angle's coming from, but what do I know? Erica?
Man, once you start watching women's pro wrestling, it's hard to stop. Powerful women are so cool. I wonder if I could get in.
That's impossible.
Oh, I think I'm pretty strong.
Alright, if you know, you know, but what else do you have to say, boss? We're running out of time here.
Unless you're into painful relationships. Actually, I wouldn't mind being stomped on. In fact, I might even...
Nope, never. Beat.
Well, that just about does it for the night. We could probably drink up for some cocktail trivia, which I think I will. Wash our face off, take a save on the toilet, and then proceed to the next nightmare. One that'll get us to the cathedral.
I don't regret the path I chose. We'll just have to deal with the consequences. Soon. Once everything's over.
I know this is sudden, but here is some trivia for you, as you seem to have finished your glass. Flair bartending is the practice of entertaining customers with acrobatics, such as juggling bottles while making a cocktail. The word flair originally came from the French word for fragrance, but in modern day, it is used to convey elegance and style. It's so wonderful that they not only provide a cocktail, but a performance as well. Flair bartenders are so cool that they steal many a heart, even without the influence of alcohol. If you are planning to take your date to a bar, it may be best to go to one that employs bartenders without flair. That was the cocktail trivia for tonight.
Empty?
Oh, man.
Erica, I need a drink.
When Sarah and I went to Austin,
If you want more, I'll bring it to you.
we actually went to a bar that was actually pretty similar to this, and they did a lot of cool stuff with like fire and burning things. I don't know. It was kind of cool. No bottle flipping or anything, but let's go for some sake.
Sake.
Sure thing. Just wait.
Oh, I will wait. Thank you very
There
much.
you go.
All right, let's finish up our last drink, even though we could go for more. I don't think this is the last instance of drinking. I feel like there's more, so let's do it.
Wait for me, man. I'm coming for you.
Aw, Vincent's in love.
Look, Vincent, you're not hiding anything from me, are you?
No matter what those two do to me, I can't blame them.
I know this is sudden, but here is some trivia about sake for you, as you seem to have finished your cup. Masuzake is served in a square wooden box. One might assume that it's best to drink from a corner of the box. However, the proper way is to sip from one of the straight edges. This is because there is a pinch of salt on the right corner. Japanese sake is made with passion and devotion and should be enjoyed in a sophisticated manner. And that was the sake trivia for tonight.
Empty?
Interesting. Okay, so there are sake snobs in the world.
Want a drink?
And you know what? I think I'm done for tonight. We can actually get in and out of here in a single episode, depending on how many cutscenes were beforehand. But now that we're properly wasted, let's go ahead and finish our nightly ritual here for the 7th night in a row. And, splash some water on our face. Why not?
I got
What?
Can you hear me? The time has come. Are you ready?
What?
Indeed, the time to enter the cathedral comes tonight. Alright, and since we didn't get any pictures or any of that sort, let's go for the save. And as Ori insists on making as much noise as possible in the background, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and fall asleep as soon as we can, because there is a crazy amount of cutscenes coming up, and much like every episode before this, I'm not going to be commentating through any of it, so if that bothers people, I'm sorry, but I think people would be more annoyed if I was cracking jokes and commentating over the cutscenes. But there are a lot, so grab some popcorn, a nice beverage of choice, and enjoy the story as it plays out for a couple of hours. I'm going to be here for a while, aren't I? Ugh.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's okay. I look bad, but I have a feeling I'll be able to sleep well tonight.
That's good to hear. And I'm sure Rin will be back soon.
Yeah, you're right.
See ya.
Still no reply from Rin. Great. Hold on. That's weird. I didn't have a nightmare last night. Is it finally over? Without Rin, what's the point? What is that noise? Wait. Is Rin back? Okay, I can finally say it. Rin, there's something that I need to tell you.
You found out sooner than I expected. I figured this was why you wanted to break up with me. And I couldn't have that. So, I took care of the problem.
What have you done?
And you know what else? As a thank you for betraying me, I'm gonna kill you too!